Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I share with you the best tips and tricks to live a happier and healthier life. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that affects all of us: stress. Stress is something that we usually try to avoid, or at least reduce, because we think it's bad for us. We've heard that stress can cause heart disease, depression, anxiety, and many other health problems. But what if I told you that stress can actually be good for you, if you know how to use it to your advantage? What if I told you that you can make stress your friend, and not your enemy? That's right, you heard me. Stress can be your friend, and I'm going to show you how in this video. But before we get into that, I have a small favor to ask you. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. It really helps me out a lot, and I appreciate your support. Thank you. Now, let's get back to stress. Stress is a natural response to challenging or threatening situations. It's what prepares us to fight or flee, or sometimes freeze, when we face danger. It's what makes our heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing increase, and our muscles tense up. It's what releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which give us energy and alertness. Stress is not inherently bad. In fact, it can be helpful in many ways. It can motivate us to work harder, perform better, and achieve our goals. It can enhance our learning and memory, and make us more creative and resilient. It can also strengthen our social bonds, and make us more compassionate and altruistic. But stress can also be harmful, if we experience too much of it, or if we perceive it as something negative and overwhelming. When we feel like we can't cope with the demands of a situation, or when we feel like we have no control over the outcome, we experience what's called distress. Distress can impair our physical and mental health, and lower our quality of life. So, how can we make stress our friend, and not our foe? How can we turn distress into eustress, which is the positive and beneficial kind of stress? Here are some tips and strategies that you can apply in your own life, to make stress work for you, and not against you. The first and most important thing you can do to make stress your friend, is to change your mindset about stress. How you think about stress, determines how you react to stress. If you believe that stress is harmful, you will experience more negative effects of stress, and less positive ones. But if you believe that stress is helpful, you will experience more positive effects of stress, and less negative ones. This is not just wishful thinking. This is based on scientific research, that shows that your beliefs about stress can alter your physiological and psychological responses to stress. 4. Example: a study by Kelly McGonigal, a psychologist and author of the book, The Upside of Stress, found that people who had a lot of stress in their lives, but viewed stress as a challenge and an opportunity, had lower risk of premature death, than people who had a lot of stress in their lives, but viewed stress as harmful and threatening. Another study by Alia Crum, a psychologist and researcher at Stanford University, found that people who were told that stress can enhance their performance and health, before taking a stressful test, had lower levels of cortisol, and higher levels of DHEA, which is a hormone that counteracts the negative effects of cortisol. Then people who were told that stress can impair their performance and health. So, how can you change your mindset about stress? One way is to reframe the situation, and look for the positive aspects of it. For example, instead of thinking, "This is too hard, I can't do this," think, "This is challenging, but I can learn from this." Instead of thinking, "This is scary, I'm going to fail," think, "This is exciting, I'm going to grow from this." Instead of thinking, "This is stressful, I hate this," think, "This is stressful, but I can handle this." Another way is to remind yourself of the benefits of stress, and how it can help you achieve your goals. For example, instead of thinking, "Stress is bad for me, it's going to make me sick," think, "Stress is good for me, it's going to make me stronger." Instead of thinking, stress is draining me, it's going to make me tired, think, stress is energizing me, it's going to make me more productive. Instead of thinking, stress is distracting me, it's going to make me forgetful, think, stress is focusing me, it's going to make me more attentive. By changing your mindset about stress, you can change your experience of stress and make it more positive and beneficial for you. The second thing you can do to make stress your friend is to embrace the stress response and not fight it. The stress response is your body's way of preparing you to face the challenge or threat. It's your body's way of saying, "I'm ready, let's do this." It's your body's way of giving you the resources and tools you need to succeed. So, instead of trying to calm down or suppress your stress response, try to welcome it and use it to your advantage. When you feel your heart pounding, your breathing quickening, and your muscles tensing up, don't panic or try to relax. Instead, acknowledge what's happening and say to yourself, "This is my body helping me." When you feel adrenaline and cortisol surging through your veins, don't freak out or try to escape. Instead, appreciate what they're doing and say to yourself, "This is my body energizing me." When you feel your senses sharpening and your mind racing, don't worry or try to slow down. Instead, embrace what they're doing and say to yourself, "This is my body focusing me." By embracing the stress response, you can make it work for you and not against you. You can use the energy, alertness, and strength that stress gives you to perform better, learn faster, and overcome obstacles. You can also reduce the negative effects of stress by preventing the stress response from becoming chronic or excessive. When you embrace the stress response, you signal to your body that you're in control and that you can handle the situation. This can lower your cortisol levels and increase your DHEA levels, which can protect your health and well-being. The third thing you can do to make stress your friend is to connect with others and not isolate yourself. Stress can make us feel lonely, anxious, and depressed if we don't have anyone to share it with or to support us. But stress can also make us feel more connected, compassionate, and happy if we do have someone to share it with or to support us. One of the most powerful ways to cope with stress is to reach out to others and seek or offer help. When we connect with others, we activate what's called the tend and befriend response, which is another aspect of the stress response that often gets overlooked. The tend and befriend response is what makes us care for and protect our loved ones, and bond with our friends and allies when we face danger or adversity. It's what releases oxytocin, which is a hormone that counteracts the negative effects of cortisol and promotes social bonding, trust, empathy, and happiness. When we connect with others, we not only reduce our own stress, but we also help others reduce their stress. We create a positive feedback loop that strengthens our relationships and our resilience. We also create a sense of meaning and purpose that can motivate us to overcome challenges and achieve our goals. So, how can you connect with others when you're stressed? One way is to share your feelings and thoughts with someone you trust and care about. For example, you can call a friend or a family member and tell them what's bothering you or what's exciting you. You can also listen to their feelings and thoughts and offer them your support and encouragement. Another way is to join a group or a community that shares your interests, values, or goals. For example, you can join a club or a team or a class and meet new people or learn new skills. You can also participate in activities or events that bring you joy or satisfaction. By connecting with others, you can make stress your friend and not your foe. You can use the oxytocin, empathy, and happiness that stress gives you to enhance your social bonds and your well-being. You can also use the meaning, purpose, and motivation that stress gives you to contribute to something bigger than yourself and to make a positive difference in the world. The fourth thing you can do to make stress your friend is to take care of yourself, and not neglect yourself. Stress can take a toll on your body and mind, if you don't give them the rest and recovery they need. But stress can also help you take better care of yourself, if you give them the nourishment and stimulation they need. One of the best ways to cope with stress is to practice self-care, and to treat yourself with kindness and compassion. When you practice self-care, you give your body and mind the resources and tools they need to cope with stress, and to thrive. You also show yourself that you matter, and that you deserve to be happy and healthy. Here are some examples of self-care activities that you can do to take care of yourself when you're stressed. Exercise. Exercise is one of the best ways to relieve stress, and to boost your mood, energy, and confidence. Exercise can also improve your physical and mental health, and prevent or reduce many stress-related diseases. When you exercise, you release endorphins, which are natural painkillers and mood enhancers. You also reduce cortisol, and increase DHEA, which can protect your health and well-being. So, try to get at least 30 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity, at least 3 times a week. You can choose any type of exercise that you enjoy, such as walking, running, cycling, swimming, dancing, or playing sports. Sleep. Sleep is another essential way to cope with stress, and to restore your body and mind. Sleep can also improve your memory, learning, creativity, and productivity. When you sleep, you consolidate what you've learned, and prepare for what's ahead. You also regulate your hormones, and repair your cells and tissues. So, try to get at least 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. You can improve your sleep quality by following a regular sleep schedule, avoiding caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine before bedtime, creating a comfortable and dark sleeping environment, and relaxing your body and mind before you go to sleep. Hobbies. Hobbies are another fun and effective way to cope with stress, and to express yourself and your creativity. Hobbies can also bring you joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. When you engage in a hobby, you do something that you love, and that makes you happy. You also enter a state of flow, which is when you're fully immersed and absorbed in what you're doing, and lose track of time and space. You also challenge yourself, and learn new skills, or improve existing ones. So, try to find some time, every week, to do something that you're passionate about, such as reading, writing, painting, gardening, or cooking. By taking care of yourself, you can make stress your friend, and not your foe. You can use the rest, recovery, and nourishment that stress gives you, to enhance your body and mind, and your health and well-being. You can also use the kindness, compassion, and joy that stress gives you, to treat yourself with respect and love, and to live a happier and healthier life. And that's it, my friends. These are the 4 tips that I have for you, on how to make stress your friend. I hope you found this video helpful, and that you learned something new today. If you did, please hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel, for more awesome content like this. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, who might benefit from it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.